Are you guys ready for another trending topic on Twitter on who's wearing what at the Met Gala? You know what? I told myself I'm not going to be a hater on this episode. I don't want to be that guy always talking about, oh, did you guys hear about what's happening in the news lately? Huh? And then, you start criticizing it just to try to be funny. I actually want to go to the Met Gala one day. I want to go, but like high on LSD. Like I want to go there and just take some psychedelics, watch these celebrities thinking that, they are God's gift to the earth, dress the way they dress. And I'm just there looking at their outfits, and I'll probably end up like believing it's like, oh my God, look how radiant she looks. I'm tripping out, man. Some of these outfits that the celebrities wear over at the Met Gala kind of feels like, when you go to like an anime convention, I don't know if you've ever been to one, but they do these things where they judge people based on what you're wearing and if they can recognize the character in the video game or the anime. I kind of feel like the Met Gala is the celebrity version of that. The people that judge them is social media. And that's what makes the Met Gala so cool. It's like an anime convention for celebrities and the wealthy to go up, and then knowing that the next day on Twitter, people are going to be talking about what you're wearing. So you might as well go all out. And people show up in these outfits. I think someone came out in a burger. Someone came out drenched in blood. You got to go as outlandish as possible if you want to win the Twitter vote. I think you got to be a little creative to win that thing. But at the same time, why do we got to leave these fashion shows only for the famous and wealthy? Why can't we have the Met Gala? I know it's called the Metropolitan Museum over in New York. All right, I get it. But bring the Met Gala over to Miami and let's do it somewhere like, I don't know, like let's do it at Churchill's or something. Is Churchill still going on? No, let's do it at, what's like a nice stage? See, that's the thing. Miami doesn't really have stages. Let's do it at the Frost Museum. Or the Pan Museum, right? Or you can even experiment and do it at a place a little more risky. Do it in Calle Ocho, just out there in the open, right next to the colorful roosters. Just have people walking around with their outfits on. I really believe that when it comes to fashion shows, only leaving it to the wealthy and the famous, you're missing out on some very creative outfits. I know a lot of people that would show up and try to be even more outlandish than these celebrities do over at the Met Gala. Bring the Met Gala to Miami and watch the craziness unfold. People showing up with thongs, flip-flops, some amazing guayaberas. Guayaberas can be a great fashion statement if you wear them just right. I've seen some really colorful ones, and I've seen the ones that just all white linen on a hot day. Okay? You don't want to be wearing what these celebrities are wearing at the Met Gala in Miami. You'll melt. It's too hot for that. Show up with a nice guayabera with a nice straw hat. You're going around with some loafers on with no socks. Okay? Or maybe some guys that, they were brought up in the culture. They show up with their fashion, the pop polo collars. Okay, I know you. The sunglasses inside the hair. Okay, you've got the boat shoes on. You've got the shorts right above the knee, and then you're just walking around. And some girls will be going, oh my God, he's so adorable. Ah! So you got guayaberas. You've got the look. I don't know. You got the sugar daddy look. You could do it over at what are those places over in those restaurants over in the Sea Spice, right in the Miami River? You got Sea Spice, you've got Kiki on the river. You just pull up in yachts dressed like sugar daddies and sugar mamas. At the end of the day, someone's getting banged, all right? If you're under 30, just know that you're at a very high risk if you go to that fashion show. I know girls that go to the Goodwills or go thrift shopping, and they come out with amazing combinations of clothes, and they have amazing fashion for dollars, for just like $20, and they come out looking fly. I'm telling you, there's people out there that have way better fashion sense than wearing I don't know, what did Kim Kardashian wear? Like all in black. Like no one's gonna wear that in public. What some of these people do when they go thrift store shopping and combining it to create fashion, that's more impressive in my opinion. Because not only can you wear that, but the fact that you got it so cheaply and the fact that you discovered it, you got to have a really good eye. Why don't they do a Met Gala fashion show for people that go thrifting? You give somebody, here's what you do. You give somebody $50 to $100. You give somebody $100 bill, all right? You line them up. Here's $100. Now you go out there and you go to all the thrift stores of Miami And then we're going to do a competition on what you find. Believe me, the things you will see will be way more impressive than somebody dressed like C-3PO. Now, I know Miami has Fashion Week, but it's done like in hotels and convention centers and maybe some posh bar in Miami. But I really think it should be a more national thing in terms of the controversy that people wear. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if Miami did the Met Gala, it would make waves because of how different it would be in comparison to the original. The weather would make us wear something completely different than some people trying to pretend that they're into art or to come off like they are, you know, like that better than thou kind of vibe. Because Miami stays at the common folk level. We don't always try to make it seem like we're at that stage of like where people are like, oh, I'm into art and all that. Like when we've got Art Basel, we can care less about the art. We just do it to socialize with the common folk in Miami. We're like, yeah, put a banana on the wall and let me just point at it and talk about it with my friends while I drink wine, right? So we don't really come off that posh. So if Miami did the Met Gala, imagine how cool that would be. What kind of fashion will we bring up? Probably something close to the banana with the duct tape. Am I right? That's why I think, you know, we should consider it.